Q Services, Qwashers, eBay and YouTube. What we're going to show you here is the OV8 35-foot pole. Now this pole here, if you notice, we've got the trigger set up inside the actual setup itself on the actual telescopic pole. The OV8, flat sides, which means that the system itself is stronger than being fully round, but it also means what you're not going to get is movement on these joints the same as what a round pole does and trying to turn. It holds itself in place. So when we're putting weighty stuff at the end of it, we're not getting the movement in there as what a normal pole would do, a round pole. It's solid and it's fixed. On this one at the moment, what we've simply got there is the Qwashers quad thread system. So, but that is also a swivel, so it means that when you're connecting up to this point, it means that you want it to be swivelable. Now this gun that's on there is just a standard gun ST2300, but we use it sometimes with chemical resistant ST2615. And that would be all stainless. At the moment this is just standard fittings inside here, but these can be all stainless as well. Pole looks like a normal pole. Pull it out and you're working as normal. And locking it all off. Yeah, the pipe that goes up the middle of it is all set up, and that is a lightweight hose. So the pipe itself, 200 bar. This hose is called comfort hose. So the hose that's on there is comfort that they use in the valeting market, car wash and places like that for washing with. It's silicone type. At the end of it, what we've got here on this system is we've got the screw fitting at the end, stainless steel. So that is stainless, yeah. Stainless means there's no movement. Now what we've set up on here on this side of it is a swivel elbow. So that swivel elbow can go into the system. And this is a tight system, so it doesn't move. Once it's set, you've got to get hold of it to move this part, yeah, and it's tight, okay. Now I've set this up with different systems, so if you just wanted to use a nozzle, a turbo nozzle, whatever you wanted to use, you can then attach them into it. This one here, we've also set up for the Qwashers K-lock system, so you can then attach the nozzles that you get with the bottom side of the system itself to use, and you can screw them into the K-lock system, using your turbo nozzle, your normal nozzles. So that's in this system as well. Then got the 300mm Patio cleaner. Now, stainless steel fittings mean they're not going to wear and corrode the same. Now you can leave that middle section in place there on that side of it and pull these out, or you can leave that in. So it means you've got plenty of strength inside there. Now I've put 2 swivel elbows in this system. Yep, don't have to have it that way. It can just have the one, depending on what angle. So this is the tight swivel elbow that we've set up in place, but we've also got this one as well that's also manoeuvrable as well. So you've got the 2 systems. Don't have to have that. Pull the pole out. So we've got plenty of length on there. Obviously set this up so it's on the right angle and not turning. Make sure they're all nice and tight. Set up on the right angles. And depending on what job you're doing. Because we're working on this. Yeah. Well, lock it off that position. You've got on the system itself, tighten up the slight touch on that coupling in there, loose. Like I say, this is, if you're working on a wall, depending on what you're doing, yeah, on that side, what I just need to do is just simply set these and lock them all off to make them that slightly tighter. So it's not dropping back down. just simply tighten them up. So it then locks it off. We've got another one that's moving there, it's just not quite tight enough. So I've tightened these before I started doing the video. So depending on what you're doing and the work you're carrying out with it, might be a roof, and obviously that goes out further, but what you do need to do is make sure that these points that I've just left loose there are nice and tight. Just simply screw, turn them a few times, lock it off so it's nice and tight. That's all the way up. And like I say, this is a 35 footer streamline OV8 pole setup with the trigger on, so you've got full control as you're working with the system. Thank you very much, Q Services, Qwashers, eBay and YouTube.